Hi, Patty. Patty, you're always first, hon. I don't know if you realize that. Everybody come on in and say hi when you come in so I know who's here. I mean, I always see a number as to how many's here, but that it doesn't tell me who unless you comment. So please come on in and comment. Let me know that you're here. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Dawn. Yes, Patty, this is true. You are first at something. Not sure if that's a good thing, but being first to our lives, but here we are. Hi, Dana. All right, guys. Jeanette keeps telling me I need to broaden my horizons, and I say, what? Why fix what isn't broke? Hi, Linda. So we're going to do another pixie wreath tonight. This one's more of a. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, you're going to sprinkle for me? Awesome. Appreciate it if everybody would sprinkle for me. Hi, Diana. So we went with a little bit smaller sign than we did last time. Hi, Joanne. We're going to be doing, you probably are not going to be able to read that on camera, but it says, when life gives you lemons, sweeten it with gratitude. I think that's something we could all probably use right now. We're gonna leave the little pink clips on that a little while longer. I went ahead and attached my cable mounts, and I put some DAP Rapid Fuse underneath them. Thank you, Deanne. Hi, Liz. So Jeanette got home from work last night. I was working in the sign room, so Jeanette came up and prepped everything for me tonight. Ribbon tails, cut the mesh, pick the mesh and ribbons. Hi, Jacqueline. Well, thank you, Deanne. I'm not sure, Patty. I was in the sign room last night and it wasn't going real well. I was gonna say Jeanette said she thought she printed that one last year. It's been for a while. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, Jeanette. Everybody knows you're there. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna actually I lied. We're gonna take a drink. Now we're gonna get started. So we have our the wreath behind me. Yes, Jeanette made the purple. It's more of a woodland Santa, but she blitzed it up with a lot of glitter in the fabric balls. She made that for the Clubby Marathon. You're going to, Patty? Yeah, we still have well, we still have a lot of Christmas stuff here in this room. Eh, well, I didn't know they sold frames at Dollar General, Patty. Oh man, I got a 4-day week, and now you're gonna make me go shopping. All right. Anyway, let's get started. Switch cameras here. I need somebody here to help me. There we go. I do believe all the chat features are working tonight. Both cameras are on tonight. So you guys should get to see everything. I hope. All right. So I think we got everything set up right now. So let's get started. 8-inch Dollar Tree pixie frame, 10 ties. 5 on the outside, 5 on the inside. So that means we need 10 cuts of mesh, and we're using a thin foil green. I don't know what to call this other stuff we're using. It's yellow and white. I don't think you guys can see that on the. You can't see Patty's messages. I don't know what's going on. So apparently the YouTube comments aren't showing up. It did that before. I don't know. Moss green metallic, and what's the yellow one, Jeanette? Hi, Carol. Yellow poly jute. All right, I'll take your word for it. Hi, Pat. Now I did check. Jeanette did cut the mesh at 25 inches, whereas on Monday's live I only did 20-inch cuts. The ribbon tails are at 12, and she did cut the ribbon tails right, so I only have to go around the outside, unlike what I did on Monday. Although I will say that wreath turned out really cute. $13 what? I don't know what you're talking about. The ribbon tails are 12. Oh God, did you not cut them all the same length? Baby, they're only 12. Just saying. Just like, oh well. All right, we're going to do our infamous woodland ruffle. I know why Jeanette likes it so well, though, because it goes together really nice. Well, she can't cut mesh any straighter than I can, so apparently it's not just me. Use our handy-dandy clothespin to hold that in. We'll roll up this side. Then we'll scrunch it right up the middle. I guess it helps you take the clothespin off a little earlier. Put that in our. We use a Bodabra to hold our bundles as we're putting them together. See, I thought it was just something I was doing, cutting the mesh, that it wasn't cutting right. But Jeanette didn't cut it very straight either, so. Wonkiness, I tell you. Wonkiness. All right, we're going to start on the outside. Or at least that's what I always do. You were tired. Hi, Anna. Yes, she was tired when she come up and did all this yesterday. She came home from work, got a bite to eat, and then came up here to prepare for tonight's live, and I really appreciate her for doing that for me. And then we're going to alternate which color mesh goes on the bottom and which mesh goes on top. Hi, JoJo. Yep, Carol, that's why I'm doing the live tonight. Jeanette's at work. I gotta play Phil in when she's gotta work on Monday or Wednesday nights. So here I am, which means Jeanette's at work. Hi, Mary. I'm not sure how late Jeanette's got to work tonight. Hi, Bonnie. Carol, I'm glad you caught us live tonight, too. I will try, Reba. Mine always turn out pretty wonky, too. But I will try to do one slow-mo for you here. Hi, Pat. So I don't know how well you can see this yellow on here, Reba, but I just kind of like fold the first little bit and try to get it to straighten up because it never seems to cut straight. And then I just I like rolling small, tight rolls. I know other people do it different. This just works for me. And then depending on the length of the mesh, well, hi, Lori. Yeah, I know, Richard, right? 2 in 1 week. There should be a law for your protection, not mine. Like I was saying, sometimes the length of the mesh, well, the length of the cut on the mesh determines how many times I roll it. Oh, no, 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 Richard. No. One channel with doing lives is enough. Believe me. So Jeanette cut these a little longer. She cut these at 25 instead of 20 like I did on Monday. So I'm giving them a couple of extra rolls. Just a couple. And then I got a pipe cleaner that's just not wanting to cooperate. Didn't seem to matter how tight I tried to put it on the frame. It just didn't want to tighten up. It's still kind of loose and floppy. But it'll be okay. Once we get some mesh in it, it'll be fine. It's not going to go anywhere. Heh, mine too, Richard. Mine too, buddy. All that time off work due to COVID, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas did not do me any favors. I promise you that. This, Brenda, this is a Bodabra. A lot of people use those. Oh, I almost broke it there. I thought I broke it there for a minute. A lot of people use those to make their bows. We use an easy bow maker. We just use the Bodabra to hold the mesh while we're getting it ready to put in the ties. Hey, Vincent, what's up, buddy? Yep, that's all that is a Bodabra. They sell them on Amazon. They sell them I think I sell them just about everywhere. Reba, I'm not going to lie. It's not easy for me. I hadn't done a live in a long time. I mean, obviously I've been doing more here recently, but I was way out of practice in the first wreath I did. Yeah, it was rough. But I'm getting back into the swing of it now. Jeanette keeps telling me I got to broaden my horizons. I'm going to disagree. I like doing the pixie wreaths. They work for me. I don't see any reason to change. Just saying. What in the world? I'm struggling again. Here we go. All right, guys, that's 4 of the 5 in there. I guess on this one it doesn't really matter which one we put on the bottom. Roz, don't take Jeanette's side. I like doing pixie wreaths. I like them. They like me. It's all good in the hood. Well, hi there, Katie. I'm just glad Katie came up with these. Just saying. Yep, Katie, we're doing another pixie wreath. And for those of you that weren't aware, Katie is the one that came up with these pixie wreaths on the 8-inch frames. And I thank her for that because I love making them. Yeah, Richard, they take less material so you can sell them at a lower price point. It's a win-win. Now, I mean, yes, it's built the same as a smaller is faster, Bonnie. Did I say that wrong? I'm having trouble talking tonight. It's a long day at work. Last day of the month at work. They were wanting to get all this stuff out so that we didn't have it for year-end inventory. I'm sure some of you all know what that's like. We got a lot out. Oh, absolutely, Katie. I always give credit where credit is due. If I'd have known you were going to be on tonight, I'd have worn my Clubby Hubby shirt. Faster is easier? Well, I mean, it's the same process on an 8-inch frame versus a 14-inch frame. So I wouldn't necessarily, here we go with talking again. I wouldn't necessarily say it's easier. Oh, what happened? All my ruffles got twisted here. There we go. That's better. All right, so we got our 5 on the outside. Now we're going to start on the inside. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate you sprinkling for me. Yeah, Richard, it's just less to do. So thus the lowered price point. I mean, you're not using as many materials and you don't have as much time in it. So you don't have to, you can charge a substantially lower amount on these. And another thing I like about them, in one of the shops that we're in here locally, we don't have a very big space. We can fit more of them in there. If I could get Jeanette to cooperate. Well, hi there, Kelly. I'm gonna cheat, Brenda. It is Bowdabra. So Bo Dabra. Hi, Kathleen. Jeanette is at work again. Me and her boss are going to have a little chit chat about this. Just saying. She got her work schedule a little screwy this week. Making tacos. I personally start to get a little tired of tacos because that's what we have for our Christmas dinner. It just works out better. We have a taco bar. Yes, Reba, work is a big inconvenience when you're trying to run a craft business. Well, let's be honest, it's an inconvenience anytime, but especially when you're trying to build and run a craft business. Just gets in the road all the time. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas. For those of you that we didn't get to chat with on Monday, we had a couple of glitches in ours, but it all worked out okay. Do I live in Los Angeles? No, Bonnie, we are in Ohio. Nice, Richard. Nice score on the. I don't know how many of you watch like Damon and Katie, and I know there are a lot of other people that can do it just as well as they can. Because they can sit here and make a wreath and never look down at their hands, and they just make their stuff while they're looking and reading comments. I cannot do that. I have to watch what I'm doing. So yeah, that kind of stinks, but you know. No, Richard, we have had we have no snow right now, and the one day we did have a little winter weather. It was more ice than snow. We really haven't had any snow yet this year. I read in the news, I forget where I read it at, but somewhere out west up in Utah, it's the place where they keep track of the snowfall every year, and they have set an all-time high snowfall this year, and I'm like, I have not seen any. Yeah, it has been a pretty warm December, all in all. Richard, Katie doesn't have. I mean, she has a moderator that helps, but I mean, Katie does most of her own comment reading. I don't know how they do it, other than just they've been doing it longer than I have. 12 feet of snow in a couple of days. Where in the world did that happen? And I hope that they keep it there because I really don't want it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like snow a little bit. Tahoe got 12 feet of snow. That's a lot. I'm glad I'm not at Lake Tahoe. Hi, Kiernan. Good Lord, girl, you're under a tornado watch. What in the world are you guys doing down there in Alabama? I was going to say, Katie, I've always, when I'm watching you, you always keep up pretty good with all your comments. I think it's just I don't get enough practice. Don't tell Jeanette I said that. She'll start making me. She'll start making me do more lives, which I really don't mind doing the lives. Dig the door out. Oh, absolutely. I know here in Ohio, back in the blizzard of '78 is the famous one. I remember trying to get to my grandparents' house, and you couldn't get anywhere. Roasting in Alabama, 65 degrees. I'd take that, absolutely. All right, guys, we got two more to put in here. Oh, what was that one? That was a green on the bottom. I know it's a little warm in it's a little warm in Jeanette's craft room. I got the fan going over there, but I mean I think it's 50 here, 49, high 50s or low low 50s, high 40s, something like that. I don't even know. I have 4 days off work for New Year's, just like Christmas. I like it. Now it has been raining a lot here. Still hoping maybe get some fishing in this weekend. Maybe. We'll have to see. Oh, you're in Ohio too, Pamela? You're ready for cooler weather? I mean, we have cooler weather here. We haven't had any really very little cold weather. But this is the kind of weather that I really don't like. Um, being being an arthritis sufferer, I do not like the temperature change. If it's going to get cold, so be it. Stay cold. Not here lately. It's just cold one day, barely warm the next. Cold one day. Just really sucks when you have arthritis. All right, guys. Last ruffle bundle. Yeah, Pamela, me and Jeanette both have back issues. I have issues with both knees. She's got a lot of other issues too. We don't have time to list them all. But the weather changes just Just sucks, let's be honest. Yeah, I know. I keep saying I want to move to a different state and get away from the Ohio weather, but where are you going to go? If you go north, you're going to get more snow. If you go south, it gets hot. Hi, Bianca. Oh, Brenda, I do love me some banana bread. Absolutely. Bananas don't last long enough in this house. Yes, Bonnie, that's why Jeanette likes to cut her mesh at 25 inches. It makes for a fuller wreath, although I don't think the one I did on Monday turned out bad. But it wasn't near as full as this one. All right. Last bundle, and we'll move on to the ribbon tails. And we are only going to do ribbon tails 21 in Wisconsin. That's a little too cold to suit me, but like I said, if it's going to get cold, I wish it would just get cold to stay cold. This back and forth garbage, it's horrible. Now, I do have a daughter that lives in Wisconsin. Actually, I had two, and then my one daughter moved back out here to Ohio to help take care of her grandparents. All right, guys, we're just going to go through and try to straighten out this mesh mess we got going on right here, because it is a hot mess. All right, I'll smush that down a little bit. All right, I guess I probably should have went ahead and cut the ties off. But we'll do that after we get the ribbon tails. So what Jeanette picked for ribbons for tonight is we have I don't know what you call this. It's got little boxes on it. And then a black solid. And then for the other set, we have this awesome lemon here and just a solid green. Just keeping it simple. All right. We did hit over 50, so we will be doing a giveaway tonight. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're just going to pick a side and we're going to start. Like I said, these are cut to 12 inches. Okay, one's at 12, one's at 12 and a half. It's all good. Now I just scrunch it up the middle. Make it into a little birdie here. And then I always just fold it into a V and throw it in the ties. Gingham, that's it, Bonnie. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I can't take credit for the ribbon choices. Jeanette did all that for me last night. I was making signs, and she come in and picked out everything and cut all my mesh and world fuzzies. All right, we're done with the bow dabber. We can get that out of the way. Finally got your laptop working, Pamela. That's good. Yeah, I don't know all these technical terms. I'm still learning all that. I'll stick to making signs. Way easier. Less technical names. Thank you, baby. I did say thank you. Getting lost here. Yep, Jeanette took care of all this for me last night, so all I had to do was come home from work, grab a shower, grab a bite to eat, poof, go live. Oh, I almost did cut that in the wrong spot. Almost. Oh, no. Oh, Joanne, that's horrible. Lost your Christmas lights. Compliments of the snowblower. Around here, I'd be afraid it'd just get shorted out because of all the rain. It's been raining for, days now. Addicted to clearance? Jeanette is just addicted. It doesn't have to be clearance. Oh, I get you. I get it, Pamela. I'm really not a fan of watching lives on my phone. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a big phone. It's got a decent sized screen. But if I'm going to watch videos or lives or movies or whatnot or play games, I really don't like that little screen. I just don't. I like having a full size monitor. For now, I've got a laptop with a 17-inch screen in my craft room, and then down at my computer desk downstairs, I've got two 35-inch monitors. Or no, 25-inch monitors. My bad. Ah, I got you, Richard. I got you. All right. So we've got two more set of ribbon tails to throw in here, and then we're going to throw our sign on. Trying to make sure I get the ribbon tails in the right spot. Now you will notice that because of doing the 5 and 5, that's an odd number, so you do wind up with mesh bundles, the same side, and ribbon tails side by side. But to be honest with you, you really don't notice it once you get it all fluffed out and everything all straightened out and gone over. You really don't notice it. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Yeah, we didn't have a white Christmas either. I was joking around. We had a brown Christmas because of the mud. I mean, it has been raining. It is horrible. But we still have not got any snow, and I don't believe there's been any in the forecast anytime soon either. It's just everything's just wet right now. It's just a mess. All right, guys. I said earlier I did look up and seen that we hit 50. So that does mean I'm going to do a giveaway before we end all this tonight. I also need to give you the word of the day. How that works is you text the word of the day to our texting number, and then that gives you an entry to the drawing at the end of the month, which is coming up here in a couple of days. So everybody that's watching and is being quiet, you need to comment so you can get in on the giveaway tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and put if I can figure out how to do it from this side of the camera, I'm going to go ahead and put the word of the day across the bottom there, at least for a little while. So if you text the word lemon to 330-583-1935. That will get you entered into the drawing at the end of the month. I don't know what's going on with this thing, Jeanette. I got a ruffle that's twisted or something. It's just not laying right. I don't know what it did, but I don't like it. That's a little better. We're just gonna go with it. All right, guys. Now we're gonna mount our sign. We got all of our ribbon tails. I take that back. I gotta go through and cut the ties off the top. But I didn't do it as I went. What I do is I snip them. I always leave like a 1/4 inch on each one. Then I just fold them over. Sometimes I forget to fold them over, but I try to. Without cutting anything else off. I don't know, Jeanette, your snips are starting to get a little dull. No, I can't see comments at all. What the heck? Thank you, Judith. Yep, everybody make sure you comment so you get in on the drawing tonight. We did hit our 50, so we are going to do a giveaway. We'll do that here. I don't know. We'll do it here in a little. We'll give you guys some time to comment. Make sure you comment so the bot picks your name up. All right, we're going to give this a once over here again. A couple of these ruffle bundles got twisted here, and I'm not quite sure what the heck happened. All right, there we go. I think we're all good now. Oh, thank you, Mary. I actually enjoy doing this most of the time. Especially when I come in and everything's all set up for me like it was tonight. Jeanette went ahead and while I was making signs last night, trying to get some orders filled, she come in and she picked everything out and cut all the mesh, cut all the ribbon tails, got everything set up for me. All right, our sign better be dry by now. I put them on there a while ago. All right, I 5x7 sign. I just went ahead and did 2 cable mounts on the back side of it. We're going to see how that works out. I mean, that's what we use for the round one, so it should be okay. Thank you, Brenda. I can't take any credit for it, though. And which? Thank you, Patricia. Yes, Roz. She is an awesome wife. Diana, I think Jeanette said she was going to add some little lemons to it. I am not. We'll let Jeanette do that. Thank you, Bianca. Like I said, I can't take credit for it. Jeanette did all of it, well, other than putting it together. That's the easy part. Now I do a fairly good job of picking my own colors and whatnot, but yeah, tonight. Oh, let's see. Where do we want to put the sign? I think we're going to go right here. There's a weird looking spot right here. We're just going to cover up with the sign. And you'll notice that tonight I did not put any ribbon tails. Oh yeah, daisies would have been a good idea. Would have been a good idea too, Jeanette. All right, we're going to put the sign here. And remember, you don't want to get your sign too tight because it'll look like it's sinking in there. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate it. I don't think I do too bad considering how little I actually do of it. Diana, we have one. Jeanette's got a I think it's a 7-inch upholstery needle is what she uses. And it's over there. Monday I couldn't find it till it was too late, but I found it. I know where it's at. I'm just, I'm being difficult. That's all. Thank you, everybody. All right, before I wrap that too tight, I want to make sure that sign's not on there too tight. Oh, no, we're good. And don't forget, when you're wrapping these pipe cleaners around the frame, which I always recommend that you do, make sure you don't just wrap it in one spot and leave it. Yeah, that sign ain't going nowhere. I promise you that. It's not in too deep. All right, now we're gonna make a Floyd bow. Thank you, Reba. No, not me, Jeanette. Yeah, let me spin this bad boy around here real quick, just to show you what Jeanette uses. It's it's an upholstery needle, just a straight upholstery needle, but it's a 7-inch one. That's what Jeanette uses. I find the pixie wreaths, Monty, are easier to do, just on a smaller scale. That's all. All right, so we're going to move this out of the way. And Jeanette only gave me 4 ribbons. And I'm either going to swap one of them out or I need to at least add a 5th, one of the two. Let me look around here and see what she's got sitting over there. I don't know. Nah, I don't. I just don't know. That's all bee themed stuff over there. Jeanette had this all planned out, but yeah, I know. Um, Diana, those come in I think a 3-pack at Walmart for just a couple of bucks. Hey, Jeanette, can I use that? Guess what? We're going to. I'll deal with the aftermath later. I know. I know you can buy the upholstery needles at Joann's. Yes, I am in your new ribbon, Jeanette. Oh, I really like the pixie wreaths, Paula. They still make a fairly decent sized wreath. This one, the one I made on Monday, wound up being 19 by 19. This one's the same. That's right. Go Floyd. Oh, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Must not have been too important. My Floyd bows normally have 5 ribbons in them. And then when I did Mondays, I did not. I only used 4. But I think we're going to go back to a 5 ribbon bow this time. For still going to keep it short. We don't want anything too long. The reason why we don't want a really big bow is it's not that big of a wreath. I'm going to move my drink so it doesn't wind up getting dumped on Jeanette's craft table. That would not end well for me. I promise you that. All right, so we're going to cut. We're going to do the same thing I did last time. We're going to do 20-inch, roughly. Not exact, but close. What in the world is going on? Oh, it's hold, please. Everything's hitting the camera tripod. Can't have that now. All right, so we're going to put that one on the bottom. Then we're going to put the green. Now, you may ask, what is a Floyd bow? It's kind of, well, hi, Jenny from Ohio. That's where we're at as well. It's my adaptation of a funky bow. I just kind of took a funky bow and changed a few things and do it my own way. Oh, this is some really nice ribbon right here. It's almost a shame to only cut off a 20-inch piece. Just saying. It's nice and thick. It's sort of double-sided, although you can see the harlequin through it. Good choice on that ribbon, Jeanette. That's really nice ribbon. I'm glad I got to use it. She's so going to hurt me when she gets home. All right. So what I've done is I've taken, oh, what's going on over here? Good Lord. 5 ribbons, 20 inches each. And then we are going to go ahead and dovetail all of these. And I noticed when Miss Thing, she'll forget all about it by the time she gets home from work. Probably not, but she'll be okay. She won't hurt me too bad. I did notice when she cut the ribbon tails that she did her little shallow dovetails, whereas I ribbon down. I do mine fairly deep, but she doesn't like it, so. Look at that. That's how nice and thick this ribbon is. It'll just stand there all by its little lonesome. Well, then it falls over. I like that ribbon, Jeanette. You're probably going to lose a lot more of it before summer's over. Just saying. I think she'll forget. Actually, Jeanette, if the ribbon's that nice, yeah, you probably should go ahead and order more of it, because we could use that for a daisy wreath, a summer bee wreath. There's lots of stuff you can use yellow, black, and white, or the black and white harlequin, because it's got that. It's not just straight harlequin. It's got that yellow stitching down the sides, and then the back side's yellow. But it's really nice and thick. I like it. What I do not like is cutting my ribbon, my dovetails this shallow. All right, so there's our 5 ribbons. We're going to clean up our mess as we go. We'll get the Easy Bow Maker out. Okay, I think I want to keep, even though this is nice and thick and it's going to hold its shape really well, I want to try to keep this towards the top. Hold on. Are you talking about the Richard? You're talking about the Harlequin with the yellow on the back? That came from Waterman's Loft. All right, I think we're gonna start with the basic yellow on the back, and we're gonna do a 5.5-inch tail. Give it a twist, shove it in the bow maker, and then we're gonna we're just gonna give this one a 4.5-inch loop. This is just going to be a little bow. For a pixie wreath, you really don't want anything huge. All right, and then we're going to throw, I think we're going to go ahead and throw the lemon ribbon on top of that. And for this one, we're going to give it a 5-inch tail. Or, yeah, 5-inch tail. Give that a twist. Flip it around the other way before I put it in wrong. And then we're going to give this a 5-inch loop, which is just going to give it a little tiny short tail, but that's okay. All right, then we're going to go with our green. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to do black next. Oh, so do I. So do I, Brenda. This is nice canvas ribbon. Diana, do you mean the Harlequin ribbon? I can give you that real quick. That is item number RGX 00118N. That's got a weird product number on it. Okay, guys, and on this one, we're going to go back to our 5-inch tail. Give that a twist. And we're going to go back to the 4.5-inch loop. All right, and it is now at this point, we're going to use the good ribbon. Bye, baby. I'll see you when you get home. The lemon ribbon, it does. She must have had that for a while too, because she did not write on the side of it where she got it from. Okay, and on this fancy ribbon, we're going to stick with what we did the last time because, all right, guys, I may just have changed my opinion of this ribbon. It is really, really thick. It is hard to scrunch. So we went back to the 5-inch tail on that one, and we are going to stick with the 4.5-inch loop on this one. Because it is so thick, it doesn't like to scrunch. I'm not gonna lie, I should have cut that off. Oh, too late now. Let that be a lesson. When you start a new roll of ribbon, make sure you cut that fold off, because this one is so thick that crease really doesn't want to come out of there. All right, guys. I mean, that ribbon looks really nice. It is just really super thick. Really, really thick. All right, and then we're going to go with our green on top, and we are going to do a 4.5 inch tail on this one. Kick that off to the side. And we're going to do a 5-inch loop, or thereabouts. My twists keep coming undone. There we go. $10 and dropping. Oh my. Yeah, Diane, I cannot take credit for the ribbon choice other than the new one. The ones, all the ribbon that went in the ribbon tails, that was all picked out by Jeanette. That ribbon is thick. Telling you, if you like thick ribbon, you're going to love that stuff. So I like to crank mine down a little bit farther than Jeanette does when she's doing this. I want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Then once I get it out of the bow maker, I tighten it down a little bit more, but not all the way, because we have to make sure we have room for. I don't. Oh, there we go. Got to make sure you leave room for your pipe cleaner or whatever it is you're using to attach it to the bow. I know some people use pipe cleaners on to make the bow. Jeanette goes back and forth on them. Sometimes she'll use a pipe cleaner. Sometimes, most of the time, she uses a zip tie. I've never tried to make a bow without the zip tie. So, all right, guys, we're just going to go around and we're going to pull on our ribbon and make sure it doesn't have any twists. Or try to make sure it doesn't have any twists. Like that one's got a twist in it right there. I mean, you can pull it to the side. I primarily want to go around and make sure that there's no twists. All right, and then when I make sure that it's got no twists in it, that's when I crank the zip tie down. Dried lemons. I don't know if I've ever seen dried lemon in any wreath. Oh, I know exactly, Carol. Ready for spring. Absolutely. Because I'm a big fisherman. Wintertime is not real productive for fishing, at least around here. Kelly, the mesh was cut at 25 inches. If you watched the live on Monday, where I did the shamrock pixie wreath, I cut that mesh to 20. But Jeanette cut this one to 25. It just makes the wreath more full and fluffy. That's all. All right, so we're going to keep the pipe cleaner on there for a little bit longer till we get this bow fluffed out. Oh, I missed a twist. Good Lord. Well, we're going to have to hide that. Hate it when I do that. All right, I'm not going to go all out fluffing this yet because we still have to put it in the wreath. Then it's just going to be smushed again. I want to get everything headed in that direction. We're going to swap these two. I'm changing these two tails. I'm crisscrossing them back over to help cover the zip tie, because the zip tie is white over top of that green ribbon. It may wind up showing if I don't, and it just didn't want to lay right going the other way. So we flipped that around. And I don't know what I did, but I did get a twist in that green ribbon, but it'll be okay. All right, so there we go, guys. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Carol. Yeah, I have seen those at Hobby Lobby. They have the slices of the citrus fruits like oranges and lemons and limes, but they're made so that they look like they've been dried. I gotcha. I got it. Made a swag with dried limes, lemons, and oranges. Oh, that might be good. So see, guys, we just got a small bow. It's not very big at all. All right, I'm done playing with it till we get it in the wreath here. I think we're gonna go. Let me hold this up a second. I think we're gonna go right here with it. Well, you know what? It might be better if I cut that zip tie off before I throw that in there. Maybe. All right, now we're ready to film the wreath. Yeah, Patricia, I think that's what she meant. But they do look like they're dried because it's kind of a transparent plastic that they make those out of. So I see what she's saying. They do look like they're dehydrated. All right, guys, we're going to throw our bow in right here. That's where we're going to go with that one. And then we're going to feed this other leg down through here. And we're going to make sure our tails don't get stuck up under. There we go. All right, now we're going to tie this off. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to flip it over and make sure it's not down in there too much. Nope, I think that looks pretty good. And then the same with this. I twist around a couple of bars, and then I'll take the tails and I'll wrap them around a different bar just to make sure that the bow is more secure. Yeah, they're in the fruit section. Oh, she used actual dehydrated fruit. I don't know. You might start a new trend. Where's the closest hobby? For us, the closest Hobby Lobby is about. All right, guys. Before we finish fluffing this wreath out, we are going to go ahead and do our giveaway for hitting 50. And don't forget to text the word lemon to 330-583-1935 to get in on the monthly drawing. We will be doing that right after New Year's. We do that every month. Okay, so now we're going to try to share screen. Oh, what in the world? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. All right, here we go. So this is gonna. I keep freezing. Oh no. Kathy, the reason we call these a pixie wreath is they're smaller. They're made on a 8-inch Dollar Tree frame, and Katie from Crazy Maisie Creations LLC. That's just what she called them when she made it. I mean, it's fitting. They're not a full-sized wreath. They're smaller, but that's why we call them that. Okay, so we're going to hit our, well, that did not work as planned. Okay, there we go. I got my share screen going. And then we are going to draw our winner for today. Liz Bauman, you are our winner. Congratulations, Liz. So, Liz, if you are still here, make sure you email us at info@ourbackroomcreations.com, or you can just send us you're on Facebook, so you can just send us a Facebook message. Make sure we have your address. For some reason, I'm thinking I have your address already, but just go ahead and send it to me just to be on the safe side. All right, so now we need to, okay, now we need to get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. All right, guys, so I'm just going to go through, and since it's been flipped around a couple times, the ribbon tails are going every which way. I'm going to go through and straighten them out a little bit. And then we're going to fluff this bow out. It really irks me that I got that twist in that green ribbon after I tried so hard to make sure that I didn't. We're going to fluff our bow out. Thank you, Richard. I try. Jeanette and Katie taught me well. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I mean, I watch a lot of people make wreaths, but when Jeanette started this, and I started watching lives to find out what it was that she was trying to do, I watched a lot of Katie from Crazy Maisie Creations, and I watched a lot of Laura Jean from Laura Jean's Wreath Room. Those are the two that I pretty much watched at the beginning. Then, of course, I watched Jeanette when she did all of her lives. But she did wreaths for a while before she started doing any lives. So I was watching Katie and Laura Jean. And then, of course, I'd be in here helping Jeanette and watching Jeanette. So, all right, guys. I don't know. Any of you that are wreath makers can know that you will always continue fluffing your bow forever if you don't just make yourself stop. So we're going to make ourselves stop. All right, we're going to change cameras here. Maybe. And again, maybe not. All right, guys. Liz, please make sure that you send us your address. Please don't post it in the comments. I definitely don't recommend doing that. And okay, there we go. Everybody, make sure to text the word lemon to the number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Thank you, Liz. And Liz, we will get you some glitter mail out here in the next few days. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Pamela, I love Katie too. She is an amazing creator. I did have the privilege of meeting her in person at Crafters Convention, and she is just as awesome in person as she is on Facebook. Thank you, Lori. Oh, you're welcome, Reba. We're glad that you enjoy watching us. Thank you, Bonnie. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Jenny. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for tonight. I'm hoping Jeanette's back on Monday, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So we will be back for a public live on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Richard. You have a great night too. So you guys all have a good night. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for helping us hit 50. And you guys have a great evening. Happy crafting, all.